what is love and what is pleasure. Because what we do, we create a loop between our heart center and our second center, and we're mistaking sex for love. So as above, so below. So when you start to initiate all the sexual organs to operate at a higher state of consciousness, meaning any trauma that you had, any abuse that was there, any unsatisfied sexual experiences, all those things have to be released. All those things need to be acknowledged and released. Because sometimes what we do is we allow the other person to have pleasure and we just kind of lay there, or because you think this is your job. All of these parts have to be transformed. They all have to be brought to the light. And it's not about the other person, it's about you allowing it to happen, and it's you owning your sovereignty back. You owning that full responsibility that you allowed it to happen, and now going forward that you will transform the way you perceive this reality. Okay, so that means that you are no longer going to be allowing these things to happen and just be there, but you are now stepping up and expressing yourself of what's truly taking place internally. And the thing is that all of this happens is because we disconnect from our inner child. We disconnect from our emotional state. We don't express our emotional state. And we were basically put a cap on and say, you cannot express your sexuality, because sexuality is very important to be expressed, and it is a state of it is also a reflection of your celestial self. So we have to work with that space, with respect, with honor, and also release any distorted sexual desires from there, because sex is not love. We have to understand that sex is not love. Sex is pleasure. Love is in the heart. So those also, you have to differentiate between the first, second chakra and the heart chakra. What is love and what is pleasure? Because what we do, we create a loop between our heart center and our second center, and we're mistaking sex for love. Okay, so then all of that starts to pile up there. So if you can get like a groin massage, activate those areas, stretching of the hips, opening up the hips. There's special exercise that you can do. In yoga, they have like opening up the hips area. Even getting into child pose in yoga, right? And laying there for 15 to 20 to 30 minutes even. And feeling the tension that starts to build up in that space. Breathing into that space. And with time, it will start to open up. And the tension will build up more. But your whole thing is to relax into that tension and see if you can completely transcend into it. The thing is also, when we start to do this kind of work, we start right away associate the pain. I say, this is my pain. So see if you can separate yourself from the pain and just be the observer, that this pain is not yours, right? This is just the pain the body is going through. It's a reflection of what's taking place in the field, in your belief systems. So you wait for the pain to kind of rise up, and it becomes unbearable. But you now learn how to focus, and you focus inwards into the pain, into the core of it. See if you can transcend beyond the physical tension into the energy of it. And once you transcend into it, it will transform right away.